Alright guys, we're back with a banger of a video. And today it's my favorite day of the month because we are checking out the Greedy Banker's new monthly special. Now this month they are doing the Taste of Argentina. I didn't get the full platter, I only got 2 of the items. Let's have a look at what we got. So in here, this should be what is this? Argentinian Steakhouse fries. Skin on fries, prime steak, chimichurri. £11.95. And then the thing that I'm excited for, which is, to be fair, that's an immediate disappointment. They, on their Instagram post, when they announced this, they described the burger as immense. And this certainly, I can tell you already, we've had larger burgers from the Greedy Banker than this one. So, some initial disappointment there. But the burger is, and this is where we get into words I've never seen before, so forgive me if I'm slaying the pronunciation here. The Choripán Burger, signature beef patty, imported spicy chorizo, criollo, parriello, melted cheese, chimichurri, and salsa criolla. I've butchered that pronunciation completely, I'm sure. I had to look up what choripán was. So apparently it's like an Argentinian street food. The very basics of it, it's grilled chorizo served in a crusty bread roll, along with obviously other ingredients, but that's the basis of it. So it sounds pretty cool. The picture they had on the Instagram post looked awesome, and this, judging by the size of it, I think it's the first time ever I can say I've been actually disappointed by the Greedy Banker. Let's pop this open and have a look. Oh, that does look spectacular. That right there is prime steak with chimichurri sauce over their usual skin on fries. That right there does look spectacular, I must admit. Right, let's get eyes on this burger quickly and see what this is about. Usually they wrap them in foil. This one seems to be in a foil lined bag. And yeah, for sure, that ain't nothing like what the picture was. And there's certainly nothing immense about that burger. Certainly nothing immense about it. It does look good, but it's just not what they said. Right, let's get a closer look at these quickly. That steak looks gorgeous. There are the Argentinian Steakhouse fries. They do look spectacular, don't they? And this here is our burger. Now I'm quite happy. As I said, I looked up what choripán was, and they said it's basically grilled chorizo dish served in a crusty bread roll. I'm glad they've gone with their regular seeded bun and not a crusty bun. Flipping it open, you can see the chimichurri, you can see the chorizo, the cheese, the patty. It does look good inside, but it's just not, they said it was immense, and it certainly is not immense. Right, we've had a quick look at this stuff. Let me get it served up, and I'll get back to you when we're ready for some eating. Right folks, we're ready to go. I've given you the rundown of what everything is. Let's tuck into this while it's still warm. Let's try some of their fries. The fries are spot on. Here's some of the steak with the chimichurri on it. Somehow I just know this is going to be gorgeous. That steak just melts in the mouth. And there's a nice bitterness there. It's like a lemon sort of flavor. Is there lemon in chimichurri? Whew. That hits super well. Let's try some of the chips and the steak together. Chips and steak all in one go. That is ridiculously good. Very nice and tender steak. The chimichurri is adding a little bit of acidity to it. And then the chips soaked in all the steak juices. Out of this world. That is quite spectacular. Argentinian steakhouse fries are spot on. That is good. Right, the burger. Still disappointed in the size of this thing. When you describe something as immense, you set an expectation. That right there looks to be the chunkiest bit to go in for the initial bite, right? Let's see what this bad boy tastes. I'm sure all the flavors are going to be there. Just the size of it disappoints me. Let's get into this. It is quite meaty. The chorizo has a pleasant, excuse me. The chorizo has a pleasant saltiness to it. It certainly has all the flavor it needs. And there's a nice spiciness in here. I just want to try a piece of the chorizo by itself. That hint of spiciness is coming from the chorizo. It is grilled chorizo. It's grilled perfectly. Oh, the chorizo inside this burger is definitely stealing the show. It's got the same chimichurri on it, which has a bit of a lemony effect to it, which works well with it. That is quite a spot-on burger. Oh, that is gorgeous. Their signature patty is just perfect as always. Nice fresh bun. Being in that foil bag, it's got a bit of a steamed effect to it. But that chorizo is really stealing the show. There was that, what's it? It's called spicy chorizo criollo perilero. I guess that translates to pretty damn good chorizo. That is a spot-on burger. Again, disappointed by the size of it. They clearly said on their Instagram post, this is an immense burger. It's nowhere near immense. We've had bigger burgers from them before. This is in fact just a regular sized burger. As delicious as it is, if they had have just delivered an immense burger, it would be a certified banger because it has all the flavors that it needs. But given that disappointment of seeing it and it's not what they described, I just can't give it that certified banger stamp. Flavor wise, 5-star experience all the way. It's the chorizo that makes it so special. That is a spectacular burger. Nice hint of spiciness in that chorizo. Works very well. I just can't bring myself to give it that certified banger stamp. You do have the option. This is single patty. You do get the option of having. So the burger was £13. Single patty. You do get the option. You pay more to add extra patties. I think you can go up to. Can you go up to 4 or is it 3? Now, if you had 3 patties on this, yes, it would be immense. But as it comes, certainly nowhere near immense. That said, the flavors are spectacular. Especially that chorizo is stealing the show in there. That is a spectacular burger. Would easily be a certified banger if they just delivered an immense burger. Argentinian Steakhouse fries, also definitely a 5-star experience. This is gorgeous. It's beautiful steak, beautiful fries. Loving the chimichurri sauce. The only fault I can find with this is I'm going to run out of steak long before I run out of fries. Other than that, it's a near perfect loaded fries. Kind of a weird one. First time I've ever been disappointed by the Greedy Banker. In the past we've had some missed items, but that doesn't bug me too much. This is actual disappointment. Seeing this burger, it wasn't immense like they said. I can't get over that disappointment. I guess there's a first time for everything. That said, beautiful flavors, well worth trying. Just don't expect it to be immense. Right, and with that said, as usual, I'm just over talking it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.